Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's got some space here. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he gets this up past the 30.
He made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
A gain of about 3. This defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Down the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 10. 52 blasters. Black one. Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Right, 97. Ball red. Field black.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The Falcons at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind. Although he's picked in the 3rd round, Desmond Ritter is actually the 2nd quarterback drafted in 2022. Might not have that first-round label, but we saw him make plenty of first-round throws while at the University of Cincinnati. He's a quick thinker, reads defense as well, and with all he led the Bearcats to, the Falcons also know they picked up a proven winner.
Double 38.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Wait. Red.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he's got his tight end Pitts complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw caught here by Bird. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Back to throw again.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lance. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl a little bit wider just to get to that point.
Here we go. You don't blue.
Lance now on first down.
And his throw here's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And this one too low.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what it was going to take to make an excellent quarterback. Accuracy has to rank near the top of the list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great, but you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they've got to face a big 3rd down.
Open target here, Darius Slayton.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 27.
To throw, it's Lance. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Falcons are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Fred Warner, first-time All-Pro in 2020, in on the stop defensively.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
They'll run up the middle with the
And he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it is the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical, because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
Now a play fake. Lance. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football, or you're going to cost your team chances.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Up the middle they go with McAllister.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
Back to throw now on first down.
Over the middle, and he's got Gray. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times, and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Hey, green.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Escaping the pressure right. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
The hard-hitting safety, Jimmy Ward, picking up the sack that time.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
On the give, McAllister with it. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up fourth down.
On for the field goal try, Jonathan Garibay.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. That ball caught by Slayton. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Going right side, he finds Slayton. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
On play action, Lance. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
The kick by Gold is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins.
Ready, set.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready.
At their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Green Jack. Black Ultra.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll drop it off to McAllister as running back. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A handoff to McAllister. And some room to run now. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
62 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And the Falcons have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead is now 10-3. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an end.
Well, Lance throws the interception, his third. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. But he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Garibay on to attempt the point after.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded right around the 8. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10
at their own 24.
Lance going back to the air after the pick six.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons.
Kyle Pitts
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Falcons get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
On the ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To throw again on second down, Lance. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players.
Touchdown! Danny Gray, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Back to throw here. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Ritter's pass completes at Pitts.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football.
Ready,
A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They run with Deuce McAllister. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
77 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. They'll set up a throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space.
And now here's another interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Falcons are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And complete to Drake London. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Watch out now, 50 few.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete.
Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Lance looking to throw it.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Arnold Ebiketie.
He's the one who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense.
They're certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the 1st. We'll see what they've drawn up.
10 cycles.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Striker, 3-3.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Daniil Hunter able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. A give running left, McAllister. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And this pass caught by Gray. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Garabay's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose.
But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin. Throwing on 2nd and 14.
Lance. And that one almost intercepted. Could have been his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
And Lance now to throw.
And now here is another interception. Dances by him. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.